I've been drinking Kool-Aid jammers like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lie. We played Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, 'cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Still got my friends, they've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, 'cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We played Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but now learn too much, 'cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. I've been drinking Kool-Aid jammers like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lie. We played Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but now learn too much, 'cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes.
Well. This is the MVZ podcast. You can't see me yet. Holla. was too busy cheering, celebrating that my Chicago Bears have now selected Caleb Williams.
Yeah, well.
It took 10 minutes plus.
I had some action on it.
At least a little. At least a little.
Yeah. Full $2 unit bet. Boom.
What do I got?
Winning that penny.
Oh, let's see. Hard Rock. My bets. I did $5 to bet that Caleb Williams
You win nickel?
and 5 cents.
Let's go.
That's the worst odds I've ever bet on a game. Minus 10,000.
3 minutes left for the Commanders to make their pick. You have a bet for pick 2?
Nope, I only did ninth pick. And I'm already getting called for on the other side of the door. That's what I expected.
Mel Kiper had said that, by the way.
What?
That his 42 years of doing this, that his favorite prospect of all time is Caleb Williams.
That's pretty baller.
He's so good. People who don't like him are just nitpicking. Well, he paints his nails. He has a pink phone case.
I was going
These
to
are the
buy
flaws,
nail
huh?
polish. You need to go on a ride? You just told me now. You do? Okay. All right, buddy. Let me put this on pause. Well, I guess we're going to be right back. It's not broken, buddy. I'm going to mute this. You guys continue watching the draft. And I will play some music over here. Start that.
Fade out,
I'll be right back.
fade out.
Don't wanna see you
Fade out. Fade out.
Don't wanna see you
Fade out.
baby. Let go. You say that you're a hero. Don't wanna see you
Fade out.
baby.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We played Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Still got my friends, they've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We played Halo, and we'd learn in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school, but now learn too much, read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies. Past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies. Past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Yeah. We love the golf cart. All right. We are, well, I am back. Zach is back. He got to go on the golf cart for one of his first few times ever.
First time since it's been fixed.
What is that?
Awful, and I want it to stop.
All right. And so it's crazy. This is ridiculous. I don't know how many of you are actually adults. Let me tell you what really is annoying. Ah, there's a big ass June bug that just flew in here apparently. I get so many spam calls. So frustrated by. All right, bam, 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 bam. A little dark in here, isn't it?
A little bit. That's okay.
Okay, so the Bears drafted Caleb Williams as expected. At 2, Jaden Daniels to the Washington Commanders as expected. Let's
Drake May 3 to the Patriots.
I'm going to smash that June bug.
I mean, if you're into June bugs, I guess.
Different smash, but yeah, I got you.
Like if that's, you go for it.
Forgot to share the link to the podcast. Okay, boom, share to people. Boom. At 4, the Cardinals selected Marvin Harrison Jr., which is mostly expected because, you know, they're not going to draft a quarterback because they have no need for one. They have Kyler Murray. He's a little busy tonight playing Call of Duty, per usual. But I would have thought they might have opened up the trade window for other teams. I'm going to smash that June bug real quick. Keep talking. You're a Steelers fan, Zach.
Yeah.
Where do you think they go?
I no idea, man. With Omar Khan, I have no confidence that we're even staying at 20. I don't know if we're going backwards, forwards, staying put, going with a corner, a tackle, or receiver. I have no guess.
Scalp massage. All right. Yeah, it says they're saying there's 15 to 16 blue chip players in this draft, which means you're not getting a blue chip player.
Well, I mean,
But
are they saying that all 4 quarterbacks are blue chip? That's a bit intense.
that's true.
Like,
Yeah, because at the end of the season, J.J. McCarthy was considered the 45th best prospect. He was a early to mid second.
And there'll be
round
shockers
player.
eventually. They just we do this every year. Every single year, people are like, "Oh, I can't wait to watch the draft," and like people to shock us. And it's like, okay, there's not going to be shocking things in the first 3 or 4 picks typically because like you know who your guy is basically.
Yeah, needs are known.
Like number 2, like the Washington Commanders, they never ever had to consider Caleb Williams. They knew he was gone. So then they were like, who do we want most outside of that?
Right, Caleb only took one top 30 visit. The Bears only took one top 30 quarterback visit. So it's been established. It's been well known.
Mm-hmm.
And once
the Patriots, I guarantee, knew that Daniels was going to be at 2. Like they had their resources.
and once that fateful day that Justin Fields was traded, everybody knew for sure. Then I think everyone lost hope. The worst part of that is that once everybody knew Caleb was going to Chicago, now everyone's criticizing other aspects of his game. To Hollywood. What did I see? He showed up yesterday to like the pre-draft stuff, and everyone showed up in like these gray sweatpants, and he showed up in like dark gray, charcoal gray sweatpants. And like, see, he's not about the team. He's about himself. Look at him.
Chargers are keeping number 5, no trade.
Who's your source?
Adam Schefter.
Trust me, bro.
So probably Malik Neighbors then.
I think that's my first kind of surprise. I really thought the Chargers would move back a couple. Maybe not to the Vikings territory at 11. But I did think they would go back a bit. They've got a lot of holes. Granted.
Is McCarthy slipping? We do this every year. Where like we just crown some random quarterback.
The Chargers lost their top 2 wide receivers and their running back.
Mm-hmm.
So they clearly needed somebody in the offensive side of the ball. I just thought they would try to trade back to add capital because they lost 2 wideouts and a running back. The Vikings could have been a good partner, especially because they have 2 first-rounders. I think that's one of the biggest reasons. Maybe the Vikings just weren't that hungry for it. Maybe they're just
Giants are 6. I think Giants are going to take McCarthy.
God, they're really There's a potential the Giants could because it doesn't look like Daboll loves Danny Jones. He hasn't looked good.
The rumors that the Vikings and the Giants tried to trade for number 3. Which again just tells you like they liked Drake May.
Yeah, that's right. They were thirsty.
But they might not want McCarthy.
And that's funny. Marvin Harrison Jr. signed with New Balance. I don't know anyone who wears New Balance other than Dad's mowing their yard.
Oh my goodness. I think Orlando's going to win.
That's a game.
Good Lord.
Yeah, for basketball fans out there, the Orlando Magic are up 35 on Cleveland. How do you have 61 points at the end of the fucking third? This is early 90s basketball.
The Chargers have selected offensive tackle Joe Alt.
They went all.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that. Well, that's my first shock. Wasn't even listed on the Bill Belichick's needs. The Chargers, the tackle that wasn't even listed. The biggest, I thought Joe Alt would go. Where's my sheets thing I have listed here? Who was it? Tennessee. I thought Tennessee was taking Alt, to be honest with you.
I kind of hate it as a Steelers fan because I knew Alt wouldn't make it to us, obviously, right? But I wanted him to go as far as possible. I wanted like maybe him to go at 9 or 10. You know what I mean? To like start the dropping of tackles because no other tackles going before him. So then you want tackles to not start going. For a tackle to go at 5, that opens the door on tackles to go a lot sooner, obviously.
It's true. All right, damn. Washington took. I don't even know how to spell Jaden. Is he Y or not? Is he just Jaden?
Jayden.
See, Chargers, Joe Alt. That's the biggest. Okay, it's kind of surprising. The first shocker comes this early. For those that are looking, bam. Next on the clock, the Giants. That's a big question mark. If anyone should trade it, the Giants signed a running back, right?
I don't remember. I think so.
Free agency tracker. Brian Burns from Carolina. John Runyon. Jalen Mills. Devin Singletary from the Bills. He played great for the Bills, though. So, like, that could be a sneaky good signing. What are the biggest needs for the Giants? They seemed like they really sucked last year. A healthy because Daniel Jones tore his ACL,
According
right?
to them, QB, wide receiver, corner, guard, tackle. That's a lot of needs.
That's a lot of needs.
They have best available neighbors, best fit McCarthy.
Best fit, maybe so, but at the same time, if they do that, they then have a $40 million quarterback who's got 3 or 4 years left on his deal, which will really hamstring their cap space.
So me as a Steelers fan, I'm already looking, and there's a wide receiver and a tackle off the board. Because to me, I thought they'd go wide receiver, tackle, or
I kind of need I need the Vikings to trade up here.
corner.
Because if the Giants then select a player that the Bears are in need of, the thought was that the Vikings would trade up and take a quarterback to put another quarterback up there to put another position.
The Giants are selecting Malik Neighbors.
I did not expect that either. That's still, you know what, that's all right. Malik Neighbors. Heavens. Okay, Tennessee. So the big, odds were huge. Tennessee was going to be taking Joe Alt. The Chargers not trading back really kind of fucks that up. The thought in the rumor mill is that the Tennessee Titans have a lot of faith in Will Levis. I did watch some of his tape. He does look like he's worked a lot on his release to shorten it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a huge arm. Tennessee. Tennessee Titans needs picking at 7. And look at everything. Joe Alt, that's a big thing for the Titans. All-American left tackle, which that would mean if their big goal was to draft Joe Alt, that would then take off Caleb Williams' desire, who in the interview yesterday said he wanted Olu Fashanu out of Penn State, who he played with in high school. So Caleb Williams loves Olu Fashanu. They're buddies. They still talk. He was his left tackle when they won the state championship as sophomores. And yesterday said that's who, if he was picking for the Bears at number 9, he's taking Olu. And he said if that's not available, he wants one of the other top 3 wideouts. Which means, since Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors are gone,
You want Fashanu or Ndunze?
I want what my franchise quarterback wants. I would be happy with Olu. I would be happy. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, penis. Penis. I'd be happy with Olu, Brock Bowers, Rome Odunze, Byron Murphy, and Jared Verse.
I used to trade out.
If the surprising thing with Joel Alt means we might be.
Like, you might be able to trade out with Minnesota.
I don't think he'd do that.
I mean, you might get like 11 in a second. You only have to go back 2 picks.
Then again, we traded last year with the Philadelphia Eagles from 9 to 10, and all we got was a 4th rounder.
It depends on what your board looks like, if that's the case.
So there's only one other first-round quarterback left, and that's JJ. Unless you have big faith in Michael Penix. Bo Nix is old. Although I think he's actually younger than Jaden Daniels, right? And he's like 3 months younger, I think, than Jaden Daniels. Orlando might win by 40. Malik Neighbors, he's a beast. What else were there things that needs the Giants? It was all guard, center, tackle, right? Or guard, tackle, wide receiver.
Yeah. QB. For Tennessee, they're saying tackle, both of them, offensive, defensive, safety, linebacker, wide receiver.
See, defensive tackle Newton. He's the one that's been rising up the board a lot from Illinois. He won the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, there's someone on.
There's Byron Murphy is kind of. Byron Murphy can play 3-tech and defensive end, so I guess they could say you could put him at D tackle. Super strong.
You know who the Slaughter 2 is
Who? What?
in the chat?
No, what's that say? Or is that single ZR2? Let me zoom in.
They were saying they hope that they wish that the Bears would traded up and got Marvin Harrison Jr. from 9.
Ah, that's dead. Single ZR2. Marvin Harrison Jr. is good, but it just would have. The Bears didn't have draft capital this year to move there. And next year we have 2 second-round picks, and Carolina sucks.
The Titans
So-
are selecting offensive tackle J.C. Latham.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
He's not even the second best rated tackle, I don't think.
Tackles are coming off the board. There's 2.
J.C. Latham, he's Oregon.
No, Alabama.
Lathom.
Latham.
Damn it.
See, so tackle wise, how many does that leave? Fashanu, Mims, Fuaga. That's really it.
Yeah, Fuaga.
I mean, there are 5 stud tight end or 5 stud
Yeah, Fuaga has
tackles,
the.
and 3 have went now in a
Yeah.
row, right? Or 2 of
No,
went,
2.
but back to
No,
back.
2 out of 3. The Chargers went all, then Neighbors, and then
Oh
Latham.
yeah. But still, they're starting to go. Unfortunately,
Falcons, they I think are going Byron Murphy.
I'm calling my shot. Latu.
Out of UCLA?
He just passed his physical yesterday.
From a pure talent standpoint,
Yeah,
you would be
and he
correct.
passes medicals yesterday.
Yeah, I understand he passes medicals, but he still has screws and plates in his fucking C-spine
No,
of
I
his neck.
get you, but I'm just saying, like, that's my prediction.
I take the
What
more
I'm-
sure
I've-
thing. I'm
I've been
taking.
basically wrong since the first 3 picks, so means nothing.
I did not think Latham would be gone. It's already shockers. It's already shockers.
I'm already like, what's Pittsburgh going to do?
Maybe the Falcons trade back. The
I mean,
biggest thing is that they have a great defense with 0 pass rush.
Like, I wanted the Steelers to get a tackle, but I mean, it's getting to the
It's
point
not
now
gonna be
where
there.
I'm like, there's not going to be a tackle, so maybe trade down,
Of
unless
course,
like
maybe they trade up.
Terry, like one of these stud corners just like somehow sticks around for way too long.
Although
'Cause
now,
no
with-
one's went corner yet.
but look at you guys just signed 2 mobile quarterbacks. Fields obviously more so than Russ, but Russ is a great pocket presence.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they bumped Need down a bit on tackle and like, listen, let's
Mm-hmm.
get this guy some weapons since we let
Deontay go.
Deontay go. Maybe they trade up and go for Adunze with the Falcons. Fields is going to outrun any.
I'm ready for pick 98 to be traded for Cortland Sutton, and that'd be where we go with receiver.
I know the Bears need defensive line. What's that guy's name from the Bengals just demanded a trade?
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, trade pick 75 for him. That resolves that issue, and then that way we can go exotic and we can take Rome Odunze at 9. The offensive coordinator for LSU or for Washington called Rome hand god because he does not catch with his body. And I think that's something that's kind of important in the transition from college to NFL is your ability to catch with your hands and not do that, the body catches.
Chase Claypool would never.
Chase Claypool could jump through the ceiling. He could dunk an 11-foot hoop, I think, and he would still find a way to catch with his breadbasket.
Well, I mean, like he would do a jump ball like this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He played so much smaller. He played a good 7 inches shorter than he was.
He does play like a fucking 5'6" guy.
It's almost like crazy. It's like, why is he not in the league? Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see. The Falcons draft needs. Round 1, pick 8. Seeing a lot of Yates wants him. First defensive player in the draft, which would be Byron Murphy.
Yeah, Falcons. They say corner, edge, defensive tackle, linebacker, then offensive tackle. So that's a lot of defense. They're definitely going defense.
Now that they have a quarterback, I can't believe the Falcons did not get punished.
Oh yeah.
Even Kirk Cousins did everything but admit to talking to them outside of the that time frame for collusion.
Mm-hmm.
So they've already been found guilty of talking. What is the word that they use? The NFL uses for collusion.
T.
Yeah,
What's it called?
tampering.
Tampering. Yep.
They've all been admitted to it. The thought was that they were going to be punished this year and lose the number 8 pick. But because the guilty verdict didn't come through until a week ago, I guess must have been I don't know. You'd think they would have taken it. By the way, Dad, if you're watching, watch the highlights of Rome Odunze, Rome Odunza.
E.
Yeah, Odunze. Yeah, I pronounced it right, said it wrong. I spelled it wrong. Odunze. Either way, if you get that far in the spelling, YouTube doesn't correct it. Like there's a bad algorithm. But he's got 4 separate highlight videos that are fucking baller. Granted, he did have a quarterback that could really hit his spots last year. Because Michael Penix Jr., if anything, is really accurate despite being a southpaw. Which I guess is usually what it is, right? Weak arm, great accuracy. High noon, if you guys are watching, listening, you know, you're probably not, but listen, if there's anyone that deserves a sponsorship, I'll put a flag up. I'll wear a high noon hat. I drink frequently, and I'll tell you, I'm so spoiled now. I can't even drink beer anymore because I just feel bloat 3 sips in. Although you're drinking no cal, no carb, no alcohol. What brand is it?
Lagunitas.
Oh, Lagunitas. Well, it's good. They make a good beer.
Yeah, no, it's good. You just take a small sip. There's no calories. It's just hot water. It's like sparkling hot water.
It is literally hot water.
It's good. And it's like refreshing, which is kind of weird for a beer.
That's because it's not overly hoppy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
And without there being alcohol, obviously it doesn't dry your mouth out the same way that alcohol would and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really just a sparkling water. Is what it really is.
How old is Kirk Cousins? He's old as shit, right?
34. So I'm guessing.
He's that? No, I think he's like closer to 36, 37.
He said White Claw's your drink. The Atlanta Falcons pick is in. Are you freaking kidding me? The Atlanta Falcons are selecting quarterback out of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
No way.
Yeah. Official. Not kidding. Michael Penix just went. Michael freaking Penix. How do I send a link to the podcast? How do I do that?
Go to our podcast.
There.
Type right there. Paste.
What? No, I'm saying how do I send this link?
Oh, you're trying to share it.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Wow.
How old are you?
I'm really, really freaking tech savvy, you guys. As you can tell, all the tech, it's me. Obviously, right?
Why would they do Michael Penix?
And also just Penix, they have Cousins.
They signed to a 4-year contract.
What? Unbelievable.
I really.
Wow, that's mind-boggling. I didn't see that coming at all. JJ McCarthy now sitting there going, "What is happening?" So is JJ McCarthy gonna go 11? So you want a Dunze now? What do you want? You're up. Do you want a Dunze or Fashanu?
I want to see the pick. I'll put it there for now. But I still don't even believe you.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Where are you getting your results from? You're on Twitter, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Notifications on.
Yeah. It's funny. I still call Twitter. Like it's never gonna be X to me.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. This mentalist stuff to me always kind of freaks me out.
Yeah. I watched the one that guy did in Green Bay.
Michael Penix. It's just. Woo!
Where are you seeing Penix? There it is.
Where are you seeing it? Oh, NFL tweeted it? Can we
2
trust
seconds
them?
ago.
Can we trust them?
Because look at the one before that, 2 seconds. The Latham pick. Man. Penix, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see it in the back there now on the screen.
They are not happy. I will say Michael Penix did run a 4.4, or I think
Which
a
was
4.5.
weird, yeah.
Because he didn't think he was going. If you don't project yourself to be in the top 20, you probably don't go to the draft. Poor J.J. McCarthy is living the Bo Callahan life right now. How mad is J.J. McCarthy right now, do you think?
The Bears are on the clock. They should take JJ.
No, please.
That would be about worst case scenario, right?
So every player that I listed, except Joe Alt, I knew he wasn't going to be there. Bowers, Olu, Rome. Although Byron Murphy, he'd be the first.
Yeah, I think you try to trade down. I think you call Minnesota and say
There's too many players I want the Bears to have.
I think you should trade down to Minnesota, even if it's just the 11th pick and a
So
fourth.
the Bears trade down with the Vikings. They want this pick.
I mean, I say you take
Swap
11th, even a
fourths.
fourth. Like, you just do that. Because here's the thing, I think you do
But
that.
the thing is, the Jets will then take Rome.
Oh, yeah. If you want Fashanu,
If I want Fashanu, right. The Jets will not pass.
they'll either take a
On Rome
Dunze
Odunze.
or Brock Bowers.
I would love Brock Bowers too, though. So
I'm
that's
saying-
where I get you.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially
the
Shane
Jets might take
Waldron.
him, though.
The new Bears offensive coordinator ran the most 3 tight end sets in the NFL last year by like 16 or 19%.
Well, let's look at the fact that Penix was also a fifth-year senior.
He's old.
Yeah, and he's gonna sit for 3 years. What's
gonna
the
be-
plan here?
He's going to be in NFL Social Security age before his first start.
Yeah, I don't understand what the plan is.
That's a really expensive insurance policy.
They could have traded down and got him still.
It's good to know that my fantasy team will be set. To know that
Is defense not going to go until like 13th? Like,
well, if the Bears pick, I think they'll go defensive line. It's not the exciting thing, but after
I
the
think-
trade for
I think
Montez
Jets are going
Sweat,
Bowers or Dunze at 9.
they're going Bauer. They're going to Dunze.
I was saying they're going one of those two guys. So like if the Bears took a Dunze or something, I think the Jets are going Bowers, and then we're at pick 10 and no,
And
we're
then,
at pick 11 with no. Defense?
think of how genius the Vikings will look if they didn't make a trade and JJ falls to them at 11.
Falls. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, falls. I think JJ is closer to Bo Nix than he is to Jaden Daniels or Drake May. There's a reason that
The pick is in for the Bears.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, I was just saying, I haven't seen who
I'm
it is.
gonna find out when they do.
I haven't seen it come in yet.
You is in. You know.
No, I saw ESPN said the pick is in. I haven't got a tweet that said who they're picking yet. But I mean, that means they're not trading. Basically, is what we're getting at.
Yeah, because it's quick, right? Because they have 10 minutes and they only wasted 2.5.
Someone has texted you. I wouldn't look.
Oh, look at that. Pick is in. It's got to be Rome then.
And no one's leaked it yet, so the Bears are tight-lipped.
I didn't look. My phone vibrated and so did my watch.
I still have nothing.
Rome Odunze. All right. They were hanging out yesterday so hard. I liked and favorited so many things.
Wow.
I'll take it, man. Talk about it. Man, how lucky is Rome Odunze? He gets to go in being the number 9 pick to learn from Keenan Allen, Mr. Chain Mover, DJ Moore, who is an elite route runner. This is they have went from just DJ Moore to the best wide receiver room in the NFL.
The Vikings have traded for the number 10 pick. They moved from 11 to 10.
They probably get up a fourth rounder then. Man, Rome Odunze. Well, Dad, go ahead and watch those highlights. They are going to impress you because he's really good at hand catching. God.
So I'm assuming Minnesota's going to get McCarthy then.
I do think the Bears.
So Minnesota's going to get
4,000.
McCarthy, and then the Jets are going to go Bowers. We're going to go 11 straight offensive players.
I think the Bears are going to be. We're going to have our first 4,000-yard passer.
Yeah, you should. New Bears offense: Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet.
And Gerald Everett, the other tight end.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking beast of an offensive specialty.
Someone said dream draft for the Bears.
Man, trade, there it is. They call it right now. I think they're only trading the fourth rounder because that's what the Bears did last year.
Caleb Williams having that offense to be so fun. All right, so the trade terms: Vikings get number 10 and 123. Jets get 11, 129, and 157. So they move down one spot, then move down.
Now, because the Bears have done this,
Oh, and then they get two fourths basically for the sixth. I think it's worth it because they don't want McCarthy anyway.
so the Bears, do they now give up draft capital next year for something in the second round this year? You know, a second, third next year, something. Because now the Bears don't pick again until the 75th pick. I do love Roman Odunze. I did think he was going to be gone. Now, as someone who plays like Madden and stuff, there's nothing that can beat a great tight end.
They're gonna love that playing Madden now with Caleb Williams and DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, and be fun. Yep, the Vikings took JJ McCarthy. That's 5 QBs in the first 10 picks.
Is that the first trade?
Yep.
Peter Schrager's going to be sad. He thought there'd be 10 trades in the first round. To only be one in the first 10 is kind of shocking.
Can we talk about the fact that 5 quarterbacks have went in the first 10 picks? Tamika Dunn is in the chat. We have 5 QBs out of the first 10 picks.
Vikings take JJ. Jets. A lot of talk that the Jets wanted Rome Odunze. They traded Zach Wilson, so now there's no backup plan. They have Garrett Wilson at wide out now. I'm thinking they might go Bowers. They have a great defense still.
The Jets are going to go Bowers. I'm pretty confident.
They have to, right? Bowers is, as far as positional rankings
How
go.
wild is it though? 10 straight offensive players, five quarterbacks, 3 receivers, and 2 tackles.
I'm so happy the Vikings went JJ McCarthy. The Vikings are sealing their fate to be an average franchise. Yeah.
It was like no one saw that coming.
Michael Penix.
Oh, the Magic didn't win by 40. They didn't quite make it. 38 will have to do.
They held at 38 points, though. as my scrolling passes through, CD Lamb mad as hell right now. I don't know why they're saying that, but are the Cowboys in trouble? They got embarrassed in the playoffs. Micah Parsons and CD Lamb didn't report, and they don't plan to report apparently unless they get new contracts.
Yeah.
And at this point, what? There's no power, there's no leverage for the Vikings or for the Cowboys in this scenario. By far their best defensive player, and CeeDee Lamb, who just had like easily his best game of his career, the best season of his career. Who else they had? Gallup is kind of really Gallup has really fallen off since his ACL tear.
ACL
Pollard,
tear, sir.
huh?
Stupid movie.
Drake May's a Patriot. Poor Drake May. The Patriots, I think, are fucked.
Mac Jones, the sequels, what people are saying.
And these people liking the Michael Penix to the Falcons. Like what? Like honestly, what do you like about it? I can't even understand what you would like. I don't. They just signed $100 million contract to Kirk Cousins. They were last in the league in sacks. Why would you not use that opportunity to pick that late in the draft and draft the best defensive lineman on the board?
I don't know.
That seems like a rookie GM move, doesn't it? Man. It really fucks my Madden team up if I catch him on a random. Who do I pick? The lefty or the righty? Because, like, Penix ran a surprisingly fast 40, but, like, I think his speed's going to be still slow in Madden because he had 0 rush yards, really, as a McCarthy, I think, is going to be a fucking bust. So, I mean, it's good for the NFC North. It ensures that now Justin Jefferson will be gone.
I just saw my favorite tweet about the Michael Penix thing. The Falcons are shooting draft day 2 and people just don't know it yet. Michael Penix, no matter what.
No matter what. Oh, wait. I picked Rome Odunze and my Hard Rock bet. I won $40.
The ESPN app is not refreshing it.
I won $40 on picking Rome Odunze.
Boom. That'll work.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Boom. Luban!
The ESPN app is so slow. They don't even have the JJ McCarthy pick in yet.
Oh my God. Just stick to Twitter. I think the refresh and the user feed thing is the reason Twitter's never going anywhere.
Back-to-back Washington players picked. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Penix Odunze.
Man, JJ McCarthy. Congratulations on being the
Troy
fourth.
Fautanu is from Washington. Maybe he'll go next. It'll be 3 straight.
I think the Vikings are now going to be the 4th best team in the NFC North. Especially when Jefferson leaves next year. Let's see. Let's look at the needs for the New York Jets.
Jets, Jets.
They got Mike Williams, up to $15 million based on incentives. Ooh, nice neck crack. They had Tyler Conklin, who's he's nothing special. They might have to go Brock Bowers because their defense was fucking great. Oh, Tyler Conklin did have fucking 772 yards, and they had C.J. Zuma. The Jets should probably go Bowers, but man, that's like the Jets actually have a surprisingly strong tight end. Tyler Conklin. Oh wait, CJ Zuma left. Oh no, his a 1-year deal. So all they have is Tyler Conklin. I guess Bowers. Right?
The Jets select Olu Fashanu.
Olu Fashanu, tackle.
Sad.
They signed a left tackle in free agency too, Tyron Smith.
The reason it's sad is because that's what.
That's where your need was.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. What number tackle is that gone?
3.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's not so bad. 3 in the first 11. That means there's only 2 left or whatever, and there's like 8 more picks.
Yeah.
There's Fautanu.
Oh, Latham Fashanu.
Yeah, Troy Fautanu, Amarius Mims. Is that basically it? Talise
There's a huge
Fuaga's fine. So I mean, there's like 3 that would be
the
acceptable.
three were there, so like you've lost yours, so now you guys may as well try to break down. You should trade with the Bears. Let us win off you. We'll take a D lineman. You don't need a D lineman.
We'll give you Russell Wilson and Justin Fields for Caleb Williams. You get 2 quarterbacks. We'll just take the one. We'll even throw in Kyle Allen. You have a 3rd quarterback.
Oh yeah, look at all the things. Chicago Bears ain't gonna be nothing to fuck with this year. F Michigan. Oh yeah, there's great pick here for the Jets. Been saying you can't trust Tyron Smith to remain healthy for Rodgers. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm hearing Bo Nix.
Ay.
Bo Nix to the Broncos at 12.
Nuh-uh.
A mid-second rounder all the way up to 12. I've seen worse. Lord knows all they have is fucking Zach
The
Wilson.
NFL draft before and after the trade.
Yeah. Let's see. This is one random person on Twitter. Bo Nix for the Broncos. Let's see, Denver Bronco needs. Team needs. See there, 12. Need quarterback, D-line, edge rusher, tackle. Well, quarterback. Does Bo Nix increase his net worth from 1.25 million to 5? Oh, wait, we're way ahead of them. We are way ahead. See, we should have just paid some people to show up to shoot the breeze because we've been talking about Olu Fashanu. I don't think that Caleb Williams will be upset that they drafted Rome Odunze because Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams play Call of Duty together.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the same flight to Detroit. They hung out after their flight to Detroit, and they were playing catch last night with the Special Olympics yesterday. I do think Rome going to Chicago with Caleb is
In
just
5 years, Caleb Williams will be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Is That's the joke after he took Mitch and Fields.
It's true.
So it's our pattern.
Yeah, Dad, of course I know who Uncle Rico was. Bet you I can throw a football over them there mountains. Of course I know Uncle Rico. I do have to take a leak, though. So,
Leaky.
WikiLeak. So, I'm going to take a quick urine break. And we'll be right back.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid jammers like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie.
I was muted the whole time. I was right. Broncos did indeed take Bo Nix. You'll see. We're way ahead of ESPN. The Twitter sphere was all alight by it. One random person I had seen before the other pick was even in for the Jets was that Bo Nix going to the Jets. This person was fucking right. And Twitter is already not happy in how much of a reach Bo Nix was for the Broncos. Golly. The 36th best prospect, according to Bill Belichick, Bo Nix. Instead, taking it number 12. Huge fucking reach. Because, before I unmuted, realized Bo Nix was considered barely a day 2 pick. Anyway, we'll be back. I got to pee.
In our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. They've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We played Halo, and we'd learn low in our basement until the sun began to rise. But now learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time is by. That's the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Was the reason I was trying too hard to be what I could never be? 'Cause I could never find the way. Kept on believing there was only so much time it should take. But it's not right to live your life that way. 'Cause when you're all stars just moving at our own speed in our different galaxies, and we can't wait till time takes us where we're meant to be. 'Cause it's okay to do it differently. Was there a reason I was trying too hard to find what I could never see? 'Cause it was never meant for me. Kept on comparing, overthinking about the things I should have. But it's not right to live your life like that. 'Cause we are all stars just moving at our own speed in our different galaxies, and we can't wait till time takes us where we're meant to be.
Aaron Rodgers
'Cause
joining
it's
in
okay to
with
do
Pat
it
McAfee show.
differently.
I don't even know how behind this shit is now.
Yeah, it's okay to do it differently.
All right. Already switched. My bad. Man, Bo Nix. Raiders are selecting Brock Bowers, apparently. Are the Raiders sticking with Aiden O'Connell? Brock Bowers. Boom. Bring that on down. So Aaron Rodgers is on the Pat McAfee show right now. They're saying that A-Rod now has the highest amount of skill players to ever play with. I'm going to have to disagree. Because he has some years with some good tight end work. Tunyon in his peak. Greg Jennings, his whole career. I mean, all things considered, the Jets taking Olu. That's a win for them. That's a good pick because it's sandwiched in between two fucking reaches. The Vikings taking JJ McCarthy, the Broncos securing their future as bottom of the AFC West, along the Raiders making a smart move because Aiden O'Connell has a pretty live arm. Who else is in the AFC West? The Chiefs. Who else? AFC West. AFC West. Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders. Who's the fourth team in the West? Oh, the Chargers. Well, Chiefs to the AFC Championship again next year. You can put a stamp on it. You're back here, old man? Looking for a snack? You should try the gummy swirl candies in the fridge. Sliding drawer in the kitchen. All right, so put the Saints on the clock. Brock Bowers is a fucking G. Like he's. It is crazy. The first 13 picks, no defensive players.
Are the Steelers going to just get Troy Fautanu, which is like someone I thought would go top 10? Like someone I bid in on?
Oh, what else? So we got the Saints. See, what do they say the Saints' needs are? NFL.com really makes it hardest to follow. They really try to add a bunch of shit. USA Today, every time you click it, you got to do a no, I'm not enlisted. USA Today is fucking garbage. Let's go to canalstreet.com. Tackles, their top need. Sorry, Saints, that's not on the list. D-tackle, edge rusher. Okay, so first defensive pick, I think, then will be the New Orleans Saints. Going to take Byron Murphy. Poor Byron Murphy. He was expected to go as high as 7th. We are now at 14th, which means his contract is like 40% less than it would have been had he been drafted.
All right, I need Fautanu to slide. If we can get Fautanu at 20. So,
That's fair.
Mems at the position of need at tackle, would love. But I'm also sitting there going, at some point, do you want Quinion Mitchell or Tyrion Arnold? Like, at some point, do you just bite the bullet and take one of those corners? There's been no defensive players still.
0.
With 13 picks in and no defenses went. It's hard because, like, as the Steelers, we can't really take an edge rusher when we have Highsmith and Watt.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to really... And they're both locked up long term. It's not like either one of them could potentially go somewhere. So it's hard to take, like, Dallas Turner or someone like that.
I think they're going to go Byron Murphy. Twitter's not showing me anything.
There's anything.
ESPN's best remaining players. What? Oh yeah, the Bears took Caleb Williams and then took Rome Odunze at number 9. The Vikings took a quarterback who I hoped because he's average. No one else yet that you care
The
about.
Saints take the offensive tackle Talise Fuaga.
That's who did you just say?
He's in my opinion the third best tackle left, so I'm pretty excited. Because Faatanu is what I want is my favorite tackle.
Oh, he's the little-handed one,
What?
the small-handed tackle. Yeah.
He's my favorite tackle outside of Joel.
Yeah.
So
Technique-wise, he's
and he's can play 5 positions.
well, no, you can't. You can play guard, tackle. You can't play 5. You can't play center.
That's the review on him. Is he has 5 position versatility.
Troy Fautanu.
Yep, they say he's the only guy in the draft who has 5 position versatility, which as a rookie is so huge. Because say you don't start, right? Like say you don't start right away, being able to play all 5 positions is so huge as a backup. If anyone goes down,
Who did they just take?
Luis Fuaga, he's a right tackle, down. Probably in the 20s.
There he is.
Yeah, he's a right.
That's of the remaining.
Yeah, he's a right tackle. You know about Talise? Just off the top of your head? You know what Talise is? What about Fuaga? That's a common last name. It's like Smith.
I mean, it's easier.
And then it's also 5 letters.
It's easier. Talise is a hard one to spell. And look
14
at
picks, 14 offense.
it. Yeah.
And now it's Colts. They got to take a corner at this point, right? If you're the Colts.
Well, yeah, because Quentin Mitchell from Toledo.
And Terry and Arnold.
Terry Arnold.
I mean, they have their pick of the draft. They have those 2, Cooper DeJean, Khalid McKinstry, Nate Wiggins. All the corners are left.
All of them. No way Whitey Cooper is going to be first.
See, if he opens it and it says, like, Penix will be picked 8th, it's like, okay, so someone for Atlanta told him, because...
All right, so he wasn't even the best tackle left, according to
No, yeah, he's
ESPN's rankings.
got to be 3rd, right?
That was left. He was the second best left.
No, he's
Bulaga.
behind... Oh, well, yeah, Faatanu also plays tackle, so that was... He's way up there. Did he just say the F word? This
Yep.
on ESPN?
It's not actually on ESPN. This is on YouTube.
I was like, can they do that?
All right. Colts. Oz the Mentalist is on Pat McAfee show, which that shit just trips me out.
Yeah, not a fan.
All right, so here he's ripping something open that's been on Boston Connor's chest for the past couple hours. I'm guessing he's going to pick the Colts' next pick.
Or I'd say no defense in first 14. That would be the most incredible thing to me. Oh, so it had nothing to do with the draft.
That's so weird. Yesterday, the Colts were expected to select.
The record of most offensive players to open a draft was in 2021. It was 7.
Kenyon Mitchell.
Yeah,
Was-
though 7
yeah,
was the record, and now they're at 14 right now.
I can't believe Dallas Turner, Byron Murphy. It just shows you the projection of the NFL and where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter who you're going to have on defense. We're going to have such an overpowered offense. Good luck. Between the
There's
roughing
been
the
really no
quarterback-
trades.
One.
It was a boring one.
Yeah, one pick. With the way this draft is going, I almost want the Bears to give up both second rounders next year to draft one of these late first round defensive players.
Yeah.
I want Jared Verse. Elite strength. So it's either one of the corners, either of the two corners, Kenyon Mitchell and Tyrion Arnold, or Dallas Turner. That's who it's got to be, right? Look, Sports Illustrated projected them to trade up with the Bears to draft Brock Bowers.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Rick Spielman with the 33rd team expected to trade up to 11 to draft Brock Bowers. Another one from the Ringer expected him to trade up with the Bears to draft Rome Odunze.
Notice how he won't go any further though than what's already happened.
Yeah, but it's all sweaty because he was wearing it. No fucking way. No way. It's ridiculous. No way that's real. God bless you.
Everyone.
All right, which corner do you think they're going to go?
I mean, at this point, are we even expecting all? What's the best available offensive player left? Fatani. Don't do it. Let's get a run on defense before Pittsburgh goes.
Best remaining?
It's Fatani. So let's start getting a run on defense before Pittsburgh goes. That'd be good.
Mims. Mims is the next best ranked one. And
Well,
then
Fatani
look
and
at
Graham Barton are both offense.
what?
Graham Barton's off.
Okay,
A
center's not.
And then Fatanu, a 6. You just don't think he exists. You just skip him every time.
I don't know why.
You're like, F that guy.
Little hands. I just think of him holding the Whopper with baby hands.
Hey, the Colts take Latu. Who I did have a bet in for first defensive player off the board.
Out of UCLA. Latu. Who I would never fucking take with his C-spine fusion. I figure he will be out of the league in 2 years. Maybe 3. See, Colts are in the what? The AFC South, right?
Oh, we gotta trade down, man. Got to.
You mean up?
I mean down. With that many guys I like, with having 4 guys I really like, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks in front of us. Like, who are the people who pick?
I think
after
people are.
us in the
I think
early-
right now, honestly, I think teams are afraid to trade.
It's really weird.
Considered everyone's projecting between 5 and 10 draft day trades, and there's been 1 through 15. That's pretty nuts. So, Texans, Colts, Jags, and Titans. And the AFC South.
What if Pittsburgh trades 20 for 33 and 39 with the Panthers? Like, I would like it as far as the draft thing, but it'd make tonight suck.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
picks.
Yeah. But from the scheme of things, that might be best case scenario because we might be able to get
2 of you
2
3
good
you
players.
like.
Yeah.
Ooh, Panthers fans are mad. Panthers gave up everything to give the Bears the number 1 pick, and I guarantee you the Bears' quarterback will be better than ours.
Mhm.
I'm glad we don't have another chance for stupidity.
Trade everyone. Here's the problem. This year's draft, people must have saw the board basically the same way, because everyone wanted to trade down theoretically,
Yep. It seems
and
that
that might make the
everyone's-
value not worth it. Like if you're the
Right.
Bears and you want to trade down, and you're like, what if they might have been offered silly stuff? They might have been like, oh, like
It's almost like everyone's needs lined up with rankings.
yeah, or just like
Unless you're a quarterback.
Or it's just like everyone thinks that like the top 5 guys are superstars, and then like guys 6 through 30 are like the same or whatever. And then they're like, well, I want to get a couple of those picks, but everyone wants that, so you can't really get that.
Oh, let's see. Where do the Texans even pick? They're like 24th or something, aren't they? Oh, Texans don't have it first. That's right. They traded it last year to get Will Anderson. Now you've seen the talent that's going away. So the AFC South, where are the Jags picking? 2 more picks. Colts, or that's Seahawks and the Jags. Jags already lost Calvin Ridley. So far, it looks like. Well, if Richardson's good, Colts will take the South. Based on what you know now, Texans, Colts, Jags, and Titans. How do you expect them to finish this year? All healthy.
Texans won easy.
Okay. So it's in that order then. Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans.
Maybe Jags and Colts could flip. I'm pretty feel good about the other 2 though.
You're not a fan of the Richardson?
I'm not sure he can be healthy.
Well, I'm saying all now healthy.
Oh. Yeah, then probably that order then.
I think Trevor Lawrence is just gonna be one more year and he's gonna be busted out.
Pittsburgh has 4 picks in front of them. I think they need to trade down.
All right, so we got the Seahawks, Key positions to fill. To see, they lost our offensive coordinator. So with a new OC, it really makes it hard to understand what they need the most. Because Shane Waldron was the OC last year. He went to the Bears, and he ran big 3 tight end sets. They're set at tight end. I thought they would get rid of Noah Fant, but they didn't. Geno at quarterback. Still got Lockett and Metcalf. Offensive line's kind of been middle of the pack for many years. I'm thinking that they're going to be more of a defensive need, probably on the line or linebacker.
Oh, shoot. I got the wrong remote. Help. Sorry. I feel really dumb.
Yeah, for a young kid, you really suck at technology.
What's your problem? Thinking I'm young.
Yeah, so they have a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, O-line, interior offensive line, which means that none of the top...
The pick is in for the Seahawks. Haven't announced who it is yet, but it's in. Think it's defense, and we can start seeing around on that.
No, this is going to be defense. Interior defensive... The one from... the guy from Illinois.
Think it's going to be Newton?
Yeah. Let's see, refresh this. Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. I'm thinking Newton. Byron Murphy.
Byron Murphy, you said?
Picks in. Somebody's at the draft and he's got...
Yep. What?
benching a quarterback for a draft pick. I think he's still talking about the Falcons.
Oh, yeah. Well, they said Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins just as shocked and disappointed. Never said anything to him. Drew Bledsoe for Tom Brady. Have you seen the documentary on the Patriots?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good because I watched the Aaron Hernandez episode.
Mm. He's a killer, man.
Killer.
He's got that killer mentality.
So, Wes Welker and someone, Gronk did not want to talk about it at all. There was a lot of signs, even when he was super young, like he's unhinged. They talk about it, like in the locker room, like, hey, he's going to say some shit to you. Just ignore it.
Jeez.
I forgot. Byron Murphy. It's weird that we're so far ahead
Kind of wild. No corners taken.
Yeah. Considering the need. Ooh, Chris Ballard looks rough. Dude, quit growing your hair out.
Three picks, no trades. Like I said, it's like almost no one wants to trade up for anything.
It really seems like the NFL is in the middle of a pendulum for trades up for your team for now results and like building a team versus like the Bears old way, like how they were built before with Ryan Pace. Like, we're going to buy all these vets, fuck these draft picks, and then like complete teardowns. It's still pretty stunning at the run on quarterbacks this year. I really didn't think Bo Nix would be in the first round period, and he fucking went at 10.
I feel like the draft's slowing down now that we're getting close to Pittsburgh. Like everyone's taking their sweet time.
Honestly, if you're the Broncos and you're thinking you needed a quarterback, why did you sit and not move up?
Trade. The Jaguars are trading out of 17. The Vikings are coming up from 23. I don't know what to say about that. What do the Vikings need?
Dallas Turner.
Defensive tackle, guard, corner. So maybe Newton.
Mitchell. You know what it is? The Vikings are scared. They're like, oh shit, the Bears have all these wide receivers. We need somebody to stop them. Kenyon Mitchell. They're probably going to trade it for Kenyon Mitchell. You're to trade with the Jags, right?
The Vikings trade with the Jags, yep.
Look at how far we are ahead.
They still have the Seahawks on the clock.
The Seahawks pick isn't in yet.
That's ridiculous. I mean, the app. The weird thing is the ESPN app has the pick in, and they have the Vikings on the clock. So it's Pat McAfee's show is just like crazy behind, which we're a little behind, but
That's a lot behind if there's to be that kind of. How much do you think? So it's on YouTube. The Weekend Update with Caitlin Clark. I watched that. How much do you think, if at all, is the WNBA going to be up in viewership this year versus last?
quadruple, if not more. It makes me way more, way more. Like I saw that when they go to Chicago for the first time, sold out already. And I guarantee
the
they don't
Chicago
do that.
Skies are all their season tickets are already out because they drafted the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I was pretty impressed. Oh shit! The NFL draft's now on ABC.
Yeah, that was last year too.
Byron Murphy.
It's way ahead of the Pat McAfee thing.
Yep.
Pick is in. It's Dallas Turner. See, maybe it's not worth trading down though. The Jaguars get picked 23 and 167. They move down 6
Oh, wait.
picks and get a 5th rounder in return, or a 6th rounder.
Oh wait, yeah, the Vikings took the Jags pick, right?
Yep.
They swapped first and then a later pick, right?
Yep. So the Jags are 23 now. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's not worth trading down because they went down 6. Like I said, he went down 6 picks,
And they didn't get much back.
and they got like a 5th or 6th round pick, which who cares?
Damn, I gotta turn that down. ABC's way louder than YouTube is.
Oh, okay. The Jaguars also get 2025 3rd and 4th.
Oh,
That makes more sense.
that's a lot.
I know. I was like, 1st and a 5th is nothing. A third,
Now that sounds like a reach.
yeah, now it seems more legitimate.
Who'd they take?
Dallas Turner.
defensive end. Ugh. I mean, he's really not. He's
edge,
he's a 3-4. He's a D end. He's small. 6'3", 240. All right, top two positions on the board. Kenyon Mitchell, Tyrion Arnold.
Watanu. My list is. I love it when a player comes together. Those are the next
I want
three.
Jared Verse.
Oh, pitcher doesn't really. Like I said, pitcher doesn't really need an edge.
No, but that was he was in my top 5. A little bit, so I don't get banned for broadcasting copyrighted and trademark material. And so like I follow CHGO, which is the All City Sports Network. They have DNVR, PHNX. They acknowledge Dallas Turner as one of the top 2 defensive players in the draft, but does not fit into the standard of a 4-3 because he's not a hand in the ground. Neither was Byron Murphy, which is why they're saying like the Bears should not draft him because he's not a hand in the ground prototype defensive end. Jared Verse is. Jared Verse was a D end, D tackle skill strength. If the Bears are not a top 10 offense, this season's a failure. I'm not talking about record, but between weapons and talent, if they are not a top 10 offense, total bust of a season. Is that fair?
I get saying it. Like that, feeling that way.
Injuries aside, three wideouts that are, 3 good wideouts, 2 good tight ends, 3 running backs between DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, and Roshan Johnson. And
Bengals
the
took Amarius Mims.
tackle?
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, did you say?
Yep.
All right, Rams are on the board then. The Rams are really overachievers last year. The Rams really fucked everything up with drafting what's his name that was just from BYU.
Who?
The Rams wide receiver last year.
Puka Nahua?
Puka. He really fucked everything up. Like they were supposed to be so categorically weak at wideout. But, Cooper Kupp came back and they got, Puka, a 5th rounder, who was like rookie of the year worthy. He didn't win it though, right? CJ Stroud won it, right?
Yep. Had to.
Puka should have. Statistically,
Yeah,
Puka.
it's just if a quarterback can get the award, the quarterback gets the award.
Right. But statistically, Puka should have been the... What he did was more rare than... I don't know. There should have been 2. I can't even shit that CJ Stroud won it because, he was a fucking boss. It looks like the Rams' biggest needs a cornerback, which it's just perfect for them. Pick one.
Yeah.
Kenyon Mitchell, Tyrion Arnold. What's Arnold? I mean, they're almost the same. 6 foot, 195. 6 foot, 189. Toledo, like, what did he face? I guess you kind of have to go Alabama because he faced a bigger competition. Cooper DeJean.
How about the Steelers trade pick 20, right? For pick 31. We trade our top 2 picks this year. For the top 2 picks.
You want Ayuk?
Yeah, we get Ayuk. Swap first 2 picks each of this year, then give them like a third next year.
I don't hate it for you guys.
And then we can still get one of these offensive linemen later.
I mean, you guys were a decent quarterback away from doing anything real. But now you lost a wideout.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't even know what I want anymore. Like there's way more available than I was expecting.
Yeah, some teams really picked some players I didn't like.
Like I go to ESPN's best available. I wasn't ready for Pittsburgh to potentially have Mitchell, Arnold, Foatanu, Graham Barton, Brian Thomas Jr. like all left. I wasn't ready for that as an option.
Well, I know like best available, like Graham Barton was going to be there. Because centers they're not first round picks as a general rule. There's only been.
That's the thing is if Pittsburgh takes a tackle, like if they get Foatanu or whatever at tackle, they could probably get Barton, Frazier, or Jackson Powers Johnson at 51. One of those others, get a center.
I want Powers Johnson.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Pittsburgh gets both those guys? Like then their offensive line.
You went from
Some goons.
You went from busted to.
Yeah, and then you trade one of your third round picks for Cortland Sutton to fill up the other wide receiver room. And then you draft your slot corner with your other third pick.
You got a lot of faith
That's
in
probably
Cortland
what
Sutton?
I want. In Arthur Smith's offense as the number 2 wide receiver, sure. We're not going to use that. We're not going to chuck it. We're not going to be throwing it 45 times a game. We're going to be running the football.
What free agents are there in the NFL right now for wideout?
Nothing worth like Odell Beckham Jr. I think.
Why does it say that? He's not a free agent. Oh, it's 2024. Jacoby Myers, DJ Chark, Robert Woods.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing I care about.
Alan Lazard was nothing. Juju. He's a room filler. Is Darius Slayton? Hold on, this seems like there's some players that actually signed. Oh yeah, these guys are already signed. Paris Campbell. Gee, that's not even current. It's pretty quiet. I can only imagine how good it feels to be picked in like the first round of the NFL draft. Like, I realize they're 22, 23 years old. How about that though? Amarius Mims made 8 starts in his entire college career.
Yeah, that's weird.
How's that possible? He's picked on ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky had more starts than that. He did run only 5 seconds on a 40-yard dash. That's a lot of body weight and size to move. How do you know if he has all tools? To play in 8 fucking games?
Well, I think physical tools. They said he's like wingspan is a quarter inch shorter than Giannis. Like he's just a massive human being.
Arms don't mean shit if you got bad footwork,
Right,
though.
but I think they're saying he has all the physical tools.
Yeah, so it's Kyle Long, fewest FBS starts by a first rounder since offensive lineman Kyle Long in 2013. Yeah, Kyle Long's like the Bear. Oh, was nearly in the damn Bears Ring of Honor. Kyle Young's the shit. But he was also drafted, I think, as a tackle and went to offensive guard. He was a damn good offensive guard. Mims ain't gonna be an offensive guard. Knicks are fucking blowing it. That's game over. So we got Rams on the clock. They're down to 3 minutes. Ooh, they're thinking Fatamu to the Steelers.
What?
Patanu to the Steelers.
Have you seen that somewhere?
It's 2 different separate tweets about it.
I mean, that's like 2 picks ahead, so that's pretty wild.
It's 1 pick.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah. But I'm saying they're predicting, like, a little ways out. Less than 2 minutes. The Rams take Jared Verse.
That's my guy.
It's got to be Fatanu. Or trade back. That's what I'm at. I want someone who has... Is there anyone who has, like, a decently early second rounder? Let me see that list, right? Dolphins, Eagles, Cowboys, Packers, Bucks, Jaguars. I would do that. I would trade... I want to trade down to 23. I want 23 and 48. For 20. Probably too group much, actually. What about, like... What are the Bills pick? What about, like, 28 and 60 for pick 20? Let's do it. Let's profit.
That's the Bills.
Yeah. Let him draft Brian Thomas. They need a receiver, right?
Whoever's going to get
They just
Kenyon
lost
Mitchell is getting a steal. Or Arnold. I love Jared Verse.
Following a series of trades, the Vikings now have just 3 picks in this draft. In the 2025 draft.
Wow.
They have a first-round pick and 2 fifths. That's not good. It's not good at all.
Sounds like they're trading Justin Jefferson. How big of a lead do you think the Lakers blow this game?
I don't know.
I think the Lakers go
points.
up 15 by
I
the
think
end
they
of the
win this one.
second and blow it.
I think they win this one. Their first game at home, LeBron's back on the wall. I think they'll lose.
Yeah, but LeBron's already got a foul now.
That's fine. I think they'll win this one, and I think they'll lose the next 2. This will be like their desperation heave of, like, they're going to, like, LeBron's going to go balls to the wall to win this game.
You think what? 40. Well, there's a block. You think I'm going 35, 14, 10, 3.
What are you talking about right now?
Points, rebounds,
Oh.
assists, blocks, and steals.
Oh, I got you now. I think LeBron's going to go balls to the wall to make sure they win this one. But then, like, the hard part is at his age, I don't know if he has
2 out of 3 days.
4 games that he can just go balls to the wall in the first series. You know, like, if the NBA Finals, he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. But like if he goes balls to the wall here, then they have to do it again. I mean,
That's crazy. He's been doing that shit for fucking 25 years.
I saw a thing like when Blake Griffin retired. They're like that dude like hadn't even started college before LeBron was like already going. Like it was LeBron had already been in the league 3 years when Blake Griffin entered Oklahoma. Isn't that crazy? And then he had 2 years in Oklahoma, and then missed a year in the NBA, and then got Rookie of the Year. Then had a Hall of Fame career, and LeBron's just sitting here like
Been doing it.
and he's still going. He's still out here getting 20-some points a night.
You know, I think so. I watched the that podcast he does with JJ Redick. He's fucking stupid smart. So I realize with doing your job, you become just significantly better at it without thinking about it. You know, like so many things become second nature.
The Steelers are up, man. Trade back.
But
Oh,
LeBron was doing his discussions with JJ, and he named every coach he's ever had and what their strength was and what he learned throughout. How he now watches college ball and how insufferable it is. But he just knows so much about ball, and his recall is just fucking crazy. I think the Steelers are going to disappoint you, and not only will they not get a lineman, they're going to go corner.
Receiver. Or let's go receiver, and I'll feel most like corner. I'd be cool with if we get the best corner in the draft to pair with Joey Porter Jr. I'm sitting here going, okay.
You guys going Brian Thomas.
Well, think about our defense. We just added Patrick Queen, so if we have Patrick Queen and Watt and Highsmith and Hayward and Minka and Joey Porter Jr. and another top tier corner, like I'd be like, all right, our defense. You know what I mean? But
Nope, you want wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr.
I mean, like that would be frustrating,
The
kind of.
third round projected wide receiver, but because he did good with Malik Neighbors.
Less than 5 minutes left.
See, and then like this is the stupid shit that Chicago Bears LGBTQB1. Just because his nails are, you know what? Yeah. If I had a good set of navy blue nail polish today, I was gonna do them. Honestly, when Lexi's a little bit older, go ahead, babe. Paint him. I'm so comfortable with who I am. I don't give a shit. If I had $15 million in a bought for apartment in the skyline of LA and I was him, I would try to. I can't even blame anything Caleb Williams does.
Pick is in for the Steelers. This is on the TV now.
Yeah, but they're on commercials, so. It's not even on Twitter yet. Still all Jared Verse.
It's Fautanu or Quinion Mitchell. That's the hope.
Brian Thomas. I want your team to let you down like mine has.
We don't do that. That's not how Omar operates. I have a Steelers writer saying we took Fautanu. That's all I have. I don't know if that's a hope. You know what I mean? Or like.
Is that from Reverend?
Pigs in.
Is it Fatanu?
Troy Fautanu.
That's what you wanted.
Dream. I wanted to trade up and get him earlier. I was like,
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
your guy.
this is about what has the draft been for me recently? Last year I was banging the table for Pickens and Darnell Washington. Got those guys. I wanted Joey Porter Jr. in the second round. I mean, like Omar Carlin's a man of my own heart.
Yeah, you guys are on the same page.
I was like, I want Russell Wilson or Fields. I was telling that to my buddy Justin, and we just got both of them. I was like, that's not what I meant, but okay, that'll work.
So what I'm hearing is you should be an NFL GM.
I mean, I am apparently for the Steelers.
Are you posting this somewhere and Omar's just following it?
Yeah.
Omar's burner account follows you somewhere.
Here we go. Dude, second rounder tomorrow. We take one of either Frazier, Powers Johnson, or Barton. We get a center in round 2. And then we trade one of our third round picks for Cortland Sutton. And
What is
then
with you
we
and
take a
Sutton?
and we take a I don't love Sutton. I think he's a decent number 2.
He's barely a number 3.
He's a number 2. He's fine.
He wasn't number 2 in Denver.
What?
He wasn't even number 2 in Denver.
Yeah, he was. He was like he led the team. He had 10 touchdowns last year.
That's not a number 2 wide receiver though.
He actually like I think he led the team in yards and touchdowns last year in Denver.
Who was the depth chart? He was. I was thinking, what's his name? Hands of Stone Judy and someone else, but I'm missing somebody somewhere.
Tim Patrick. He was a thing for a little
It
bit.
was from 2 years ago. Let's look at Caleb Williams and Rome Zunze. Party on! Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. They flew to Detroit together. They were taking pictures. They did Special Olympic shit together. They play Call of Duty together. These guys are bros. You guys ain't never seen QB wide receiver duo like you about to see. Welcome to Chicago, Rome Odunze. He looks like Darnell Wright. Denver's already down 9.
This is one of the reactions to the pick. The Steelers pick one of the guys like.
Oh man, Jose Batista. Mr. Steroids himself. Where's your boy?
He annoys me.
Huh?
He annoys me from time to time.
Why?
He just does.
How old's Cam now? I'm just talking to myself now.
Sorry.
Good talk.
He's been annoying me because he
He's their D tackle, right?
yeah, he's just always like giving his 2 cents on things where I'm like, just stop it. I don't know what I mean. Like, he's just always like he'll be, like a player will say something. He's like, well, I don't think a player should say that. I'm like, you just said something. Like, you can't.
You weighed
like-
in on his weigh in.
It's like the passive aggressive person where it's like,
That's a fan there. Why
they
why
announced him
aren't
as
you
a
there?
tackle.
Oh, I see the Samoan tattoos. So for Lexi's birthday next month, I'm getting Maui tattoos. His
So, yeah,
freshman has a car there.
They said he grew up he idolized Troy Polamalu, was always a Steelers fan growing up. That's a different level of a dream come true. Getting drafted to like your child, like if you got drafted to the Bears.
Caleb Williams' first jersey, Walter Payton. Roma Dunze's first jersey, Brian Urlacher. Just some bit of knowledge that I discovered during my Bears deep dives. Yeah, other than hand size, he was elite. I would have put him above everybody
He plays
else.
5 positions too, man. Like that's
Elite footwork is all I heard about him. Undersized hands, good, decent arm length, but feet was his thing. Only gave, what is it, 2 or 3 sacks his entire college
they're
career.
they're like, yeah, he blocks low, he blocks high. They say he's great in the screen game. They're like, he's just the type of guy you want. Like,
He's a beast.
yeah, love it.
You need tackle more though, right?
He's not gonna play guard this year. Not over James Daniels or Samalu. He's gonna either play tackle or center. We don't have a center on the roster.
James Daniels was almost a fucking. Was he a Pro Bowler?
He's good. Him and
I know.
Samalu's really good.
He's a
too.
former Bear. I know.
Yeah, Samalu's good too. So like, if he might be our center this year.
Well, I mean, from a polling standpoint, it would really pay off to have a center that can pull.
He might be like Marquise Pouncey the second, man.
How
Smaller
tall is he?
center. 6 foot.
That's it.
Yeah, 6 foot and like 603 or something. Maybe that means he's 6'3". I don't know what that means.
It's 6'3". That's a big ass guard. Six 3 and 6'8". He's 6'4". He's fucking big. He's too big to be a center. Well, Fields is 6'4", so I mean, look at him playing as a high school volleyball player.
Yeah.
That's something. Footwork.
The Steelers are used to things, and they see him as someone who could start at any of the 5 positions.
Yeah, where's the biggest need? That's where you're gonna play, dude.
I mean, that's huge.
No, listen, I liked him. I'm on him.
What I'm saying, like, that's just like so huge. Also, like, say he doesn't win a starting job somehow this year. If anyone gets hurt, he can just step in for him, no matter where they play. Like, you know how huge that is?
Dude, the only gripe anyone had was his fingers were a half a size too small, which is literally the first knuckle size was too small to be offensive tackle in the NFL, which is bullshit. Because the biggest issue people have playing positions that require making an NFL pocket is technique and footwork. That's why tackles get burned by fast. Older tackles get burned by fast DNs, Bill, because they can't keep up. Well, he's keeping up because his footwork is elite. Yeah, Dad. You have Urlacher and Peyton jerseys. Well, then I guess you better start painting your fucking fingernails for Caleb Williams.
Chop Robinson.
Quit listening to the crazy bullshit about everything. The kid was playing with the Special Olympiads yesterday and this morning. The new wide receiver was with him for the Olympiads. I watched his pro days and everything, and he has a special handshake for every offensive lineman. So all this weird Hollywood shit about Caleb Williams is fucking wrong. Caleb Williams has been friends with Rome Odunze for 3 years. They've been playing video games online for years together. You are about to witness something special, Terry Meyer. No bullshit. There you go. Get your patty and do your big green toe, your toe at Christmas. I'm going to do a full Manny just to fucking piss off the old heads in my area. We're working. What'd you say? You just said something.
Oh. Chop Robinson's do the
For the Dolphins?
person, yeah. I don't even know who that is. Defensive end.
Penn State.
Be announced that you're going to Pittsburgh get a center at 51. I'm beaming.
I want the Wisconsin Badgers center. Well, besides Johnson. He's not gonna be there for the Bears.
Cedric Van Pran.
Yeah. So
Well, that's a Georgia guy. Is it Wisconsin?
no, the Wisconsin Badgers is like Bessanini or whatever. But he's a good center. He got 3 years playing center. He's good at run, zone, and identifying blitzes and everything. I know the two centers that I want won't be there when the Bears pick at 75. So in the 70-ish range, the only center left is Bassini. What the fuck? Jeez, now CBS is blocking everything because I have an ad blocker on. Bordelani. Chop's good. Chop's good. No hate. Eagles. Are they going to take your guy then? You just lost, like the Eagles, you lost a Hall of Fame center. Do you reach and take one now?
Nah, probably not.
And both corners are still available.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So 5 out of the last 7 have been defensive players at least. So it's starting to sway. Starting to sway. You got JJ right there. Yeah, Chop is good. Good hands. He didn't even get the sack. Like if you're showing career highlights on ESPN when you get drafted, hey, how about showing where I actually got the guy down?
Yeah.
Not where I blew by him and my footwork didn't correct. Is Austin Reeves the most underrated? I'm just kidding. He's actually getting quite a bit of. What was that? Does this say Chopper run at 4.4? 4.48. That's a pretty think of how easy being an offensive tackle was 15 years ago. Like to be a tackle now, you're literally guarding people that were running as a cornerback.
Yeah, I want JPJ or Frazier tomorrow. That's where I'm at. Give me one of those centers. Let's just have a line. Like if we want to run the football, let's have 5 dogs out there.
Well, you got 2 free quarterbacks. Now you just got to protect them.
Here's the thing, if you have if the line's Foatanu, like left to right, Foatanu, Samalu, Frazier, Powers, Johnson, Daniels, Broderick Jones, like let's run the football. And then you have Darnell Washington as one of your tight ends, and Mike, like run the pound.
I forgot you guys got Broderick Jones. Call him however you want. It's Broderick to me.
That's fine. But like you said, then we have Darnell Washington, who's basically a lineman blocking.
Is he the 6'7" bastard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just pound the rock then.
Now you don't wear jerseys here. Would you buy a Fields jersey or a Wilson jersey?
Right now, neither. I can't commit.
If you were picking one, you're going Wilson. I see it. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, I'd go Wilson if there's a gun to my head right this second because I think he's gonna start. But like, I hope Fields wins the job because he's younger.
Yeah, almost a decade younger.
Exactly. But like, that's why I wouldn't buy either right now because I have no idea what's gonna happen.
That's fair. That's what really throws me off. Like, teams like the Falcons and the Steelers. Well, the Steelers I understand because they only have to pay how much are they paying for his $1 million of his contract?
Who?
Wilson's.
He's making the minimum. The Eagles are getting Quinyon Mitchell. Good pick.
Yeah.
Everything just falls for them, man.
That's what throws me off. A quarterback that's advanced in age, spending a lot of money on him, it's just so risky. It worked well for the Bucs because they had everything but a quarterback when they took on Tom.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers,
You know the Eagles are sitting there going, how did we get our number one
the
corner?
best corner, all the way down at 22. The Eagles, I think, are more like the team that finished the season than the one that started it.
People are already arguing if Otani's gonna be our starting center or tackle. I'm like, that just shows you how versatile the dude is. I think it partially would depend how the board falls. Like if Jackson Powers Johnson's available at 51, some crazy how the way we lucked into that, then you probably just go, all right, he's a tackle. We're gonna take Powers Johnson to roll.
Bears signed 2 centers in the offseason just to make sure that we didn't have a big issue that we have had for the last 2 years.
But if no center is available when we pick, and we don't move up to get one, then he might be our center. It'll just depend.
I don't blame you, Dad, buying only legacy jerseys.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Considering I have
a Jack Lambert jersey.
I have 3 Justin Fields jerseys and Khalil Mack jerseys. It's rough.
I've bought two jerseys since adulthood. I've bought Jack Lambert and Jerome Bettis. Both like super safe. I had a Roethlisberger one as a kid. But again, when you go ballsy, like I had an AB one, I thought that was safe. In fairness,
AB's still a safe pick.
He wasn't gonna leave until he
Went crazy.
Yeah, like
And if I mean us, I'm gonna buy both a Caleb Williams jersey and a Rome Odunze jersey. Because at least I know I got 4 years with him.
yeah.
DJ Moore's only got 2 years. Guaranteed 2 years. Keenan Allen guaranteed 1 year. You don't really want to risk 1 year of a jersey. I'm not going to buy a Darnell Wright offensive tackle jersey. Like, oh. You know, I used to draft him in Madden. Dad, do you have a Dan Hampton jersey? Fair enough. He's mad. Look how mad he is.
He doesn't look at all excited.
No, Kenyon Mitchell does not look. I was the motherfucking 10th overall ranked player, and they drafted me at motherfucking 22. He just lost potentially $12 million, I think.
Jeez.
How mad would they make you to know that you lost potentially that much money if you count the 5th-year option?
They're applauding him on character, saying that he got offered to transfer portals to some big schools, and they offered him some NIL money, and he stayed at Toledo.
So now not taking the money hurts you to take the money in the draft.
Yeah.
Although I guess you can't really blame it. Like, oh, so you want to stick with that mid-major talent level? Although honestly, I probably would have went Arnold, Terrion Arnold, just knowing that he faced higher competition. Well, truly, if you're really looking at a cornerback, you have to see how well they pressed, if at all. What their press win rate was. Because in college, generally, you don't press coverage. Because you don't know how the strength of the rest of the defense was. But if you're an elite defender and you play a good game every now and again and you win in your press coverage against decent wide receivers in college, you show that you can recover. In Alabama, they don't press much, but I know their competition level's higher. Mike Tomlin
Just said that he sees Fuatanu as a center. As a tackle. He said they don't see him as a center at this moment. So that basically tells you that Pittsburgh's getting at center tomorrow. Boom.
I'll make sure the Bears trade up and take Johnson from you.
All right, you on the phone?
Yeah. I'll call Ryan Poles. Who'd the Jags draft?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Ooh, that's a reach. Brian Thomas Jr. went this high because of Malik Neighbors.
I'm really confused by Tomlin saying that and then saying he in his full quote he said that he sees Fuatanu as a center and I keep saying it backwards, as a tackle, and he is not concerned about the center position. Like, bro, we don't have one on the roster.
I mean, if there's any position you really need, it's someone to guide your quarterback.
So, like, we have to be planning on taking one of those centers in round 2. That has to be the hope anyway. The thing is, there's 3 centers left and 27 picks in front of us.
It's like all the first round has 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I want no centers to go tonight so that
You'd think that after the first 15 picks, they would cut that time down to 7 minutes and 50 seconds or 7:30. Just because, like, the huge drama is over. Now you're just, like, kind of dragging it. Like, we even went on a little golf cart ride, and we're, like, nearly 3 hours in. They've only had 22 picks.
I guess in the Tomlin interviews, they said, "Did he consider moving back?" And he said, "We weren't moving off Troy."
I mean,
he fell for some reason. So
well,
if Pittsburgh said, let's say that Pittsburgh had him ranked 7th on their board or something, you can't trade back if he's left at 20. Like if you're getting your 7th best player at 20, you just be like, you know what?
I think the Steelers benefited from other teams' needs more than his.
Yep.
I mean, they needed that. They lost Calvin Ridley. And Calvin Ridley, I think, dropped 6 touchdown passes last year.
Are the Steelers gonna trade back into the first round? Like trade to pick third. We're gonna get third. We're gonna trade for Ayuk. Somehow get pick 31 in the deal. And take Jackson Powers Johnson. And I'm gonna just sleep like an baby tonight.
I mean, that's a lot of.
Omar Khan's gonna fleece him. He's gonna give him next year's third for Ayuk and this year's for just like. We'll give them Chase Claypool. Have they heard of him? He's available. We're gonna do a sign and trade.
The benefit in the money is that the Niners can't afford at all to sign him next year.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Bears have 3 wide receivers, so I can't even say, oh, they should trade for Ayuk. I mean, I love Ayuk. I drafted him as a fucking rookie wideout in fantasy football. And then he found his way to Shanahan's shit list. But he's been getting better every year. And he led the league last year in receiving yards, right?
Who?
Ayuk.
He was definitely up there.
Oh, Tyreek. My bad. CD, Amon-Ra, Puka, AJ, DJ Moore, and then Brandon Ayuk.
Still, it's good company.
And they're saying DJ Moore is not a wide receiver 1.
And Ayuk probably lost a little bit of yardage to having such a crowded team with McCaffrey, Debo, and Kittle. And then also being up 25 points and not throwing the ball anymore. Like Puka Nahua, they be losing football games. Like,
so
that's why you see guys like that where, you know, they're buoyed by just always being down.
But look at the receptions and like the huge fall off. Once you hit 10 less, 19 less, or 21 less.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
the
what I'm
yards
saying,
are
just
still
the
there.
crowded room. There's not as many targets to go around.
And really, if you think about it, DJ Moore was a throw-in for the first round pick. So if you, I'm guessing based on like the Jimmy Johnson point total, 3rd round pick might not be far off of Ayuk. Duo. Oh yeah, Keenan Allen right there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Keenan Allen was the 11th best wide receiver in the NFL last year. So DJ Moore at 6th, Keenan Allen at 11th, and the number 9 overall pick. And Keenan Allen only played in 13 games.
What do you think the Cowboys do?
See, their pick is now.
They probably won't take a corner.
I think they're going to reach and take Xavier Leggett because the issues they're now having with CD. Or what edge is available? They're not going to take Missouri's Darius. They're going to reach, and they're going to take Xavier Leggett.
They have a minute 10 left on the clock. Are they trying to pull a trade off? Less than a minute left. Technically, if you run out of time, the next team gets to go. Can you imagine if they ran out of time?
That'd be hilarious.
This part of this extra view is in the Packers move up the spot. You hear me?
Mhm.
That's the only bummer is that's who's behind them.
What the fuck?
Trade. The Cowboys are trading down from number 24. The Lions are moving up.
Look at
Yeah.
this.
So where are the Lions moving up from? Pick 29.
They're taking a corner. They're going to take Cooper DeJean. They need corners. The Bears line. I'm telling you, Bears wide receiver. They're saying Cooper. Jerry Jones going to pick a goalie.
So Lions need an edge, defensive tackle, safety, corner. So they can take Newton.
Hope not. I'd rather the Bears trade up and take Newton. I want the Bears to trade up. Give up Carolina's number 2 next year and something else to take Newton. Because he's a true 3-tech. One of their 2s next year and a 5th to trade up and get Newton.
I'm hoping that all 3 centers make it to round 2. That's my new hope. Just that gives us a lot better odds if we're picking
Right.
19th or whatever. You know, there's 3
Cowboys
centers
trade
left.
to the Lions now.
The Lions are taking Terry and Arnold. Corner.
So they need a corner. Get too many wide receivers for the Bears. The Bears have the Lions number. Look how big that monitor is for them on that. So when you trade the pick, you get to reset the clock?
A little, yeah. Doesn't go to a full time. But
It went to 8.5 minutes. Lucky the pick is in, but. All right, Green Bay is on the clock. They're taking DeJean. They wanted to make sure the Packers didn't get him because Terrion Arnold was supposed to be gone way earlier.
So the trade, Cowboys get pick 29 and 73, so they move down 5 spots and get a 3rd rounder. Lions get pick 24 and a 7th rounder next year. I think it's a win for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You move down 5 spots and pick up a 3rd.
To give up a 7th and then drop 5. That's a good win. But I think that was more of a fuck you Packers than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a huge gap between Terry and Arnold to Cooper DeJean. Is it DeJean or DeJean?
I don't know.
Whitey.
I think it's something with the mustard.
He'll be the first white cornerback in 15 years. That's all you need to know. Since Jason Sehorn. 20 years. Right? 18 years?
Long time. Eight more picks in this round. So we're only 3/4 of the way done. Good lord. It's been 3 hours. Is it really going to take 4 hours to get through the
I
draft?
was gonna pick up now. Of the players left, what are your favorites? Not for needs of your team, but like say looking right here, like Tyrion's
Tyrion
gone.
Arnold, but he's gone.
Right.
I like Newton.
Huh?
I like Mitchell. He reminds me of like Braylon Edwards.
Big body.
I like a lot of these receivers I think are rated too high. I like I think it's a deep class, but I mean I think that just like there's a lot of guys who could go in between. I think Nate Wiggins is incredibly fast. Like just so fast as a corner. Obviously Xavier Worthy's fast, but
I was curious. I really like Newton. That's a dude, though. It said girls like 4 times.
I
Like,
know there's like two.
2 dudes. That dude on the right looks kind of NFL ready, doesn't he? Look how much bigger
Yeah.
he is. And Goodell's like 6'3". You talk about what position would you play in the NFL? Commissioner. You see what he made last year?
A lot.
Do you know?
Like 50.
$64 million
Yeah, that'll work.
per year.
They just retweeted a Troy Fautanu tweet from December 17th of 2017. Says Big Ben's the GOAT. Like it's not gonna take much for Pittsburgh Steelers to be on that bandwagon when you've been a fan clearly for 7 years.
He's getting the check marks. Oh man, look at him in his chingy outfit.
Oh, does Nick Saban like the ex-Alabama
But look
player?
at how much happier he is than the pick before him.
Yeah.
2 picks before him. That's a suit. That's cool. Like,
The Packers are taking tackle/guard Jordan Morgan.
who? Who? Where was he even listed?
Bruh. There you go, 18.
Arizona. Thank you, Green Bay. If there's one thing I know, it's that powerhouse Arizona just breeds NFL power. Who's the last big good player coming out of Arizona?
Richard Jefferson.
In 1995.
Yeah, this is a cool story. Yeah, that was a cool video. So cool.
Well, God damn it. Now I have to root for him to do well.
I know. Your division too, yeah. Like it's easy for me. Like when the Bengals draft Joe Mixon, I'm like he punched a random girl, like that he didn't even know. You can root against that guy.
Same reason
but
I rooted for Ray Rice
not
to
a
beat his
problem.
girlfriend in the elevator. She probably
Ray
earned it.
Lewis involved in a murder. Like These are easy people to root against. Terrell Suggs. Have you seen the dude's face?
Did you just see Jamarcus Russell throw that ball literally into the guy's hands?
My favorite Raven of all time, Joe Flacco. Dude got paid $1 bajillion to be aggressively mediocre. Nice. Get that man a new contract.
Honest to God, Joe Flacco, his whole career is based on 4 games.
I know. That Anquan Bolden got that dude paid.
Dude,
He just threw jump balls to Anquan Bolden down the sideline and won a Super Bowl.
Anquan Bolden, I think, is probably the most underrated first 3 years of any wide receiver in NFL history.
He's just an underrated career.
Just fucking Mr.
Dude
Hands.
balled out in Arizona, went to the Super Bowl with them. They lost to Pittsburgh with that year. Won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. And then went to the Super Bowl the following year with the 49ers.
The amount of times I watched Anquan Bolden
He plays winning football.
to catch 4-yard hitches, just catch a first down.
Yeah.
He just took a fucking beating.
Dude, he played winning football. A lot of what he did didn't show up in the stat sheet either.
Great. One of the best blocking wide receivers I've ever watched. It's like watching Hines Ward block.
Yeah.
Guy would just do that under the pit and just, man, I loved Anquan Bolden's one of my favorite wide receivers I've ever watched play. Slow as shit.
Just build a room of that breed of receiver. Anquan Bolden, Hines Ward,
Yeah.
and like Keyshawn Johnson.
They were truly,
Just
we will
fucking-
beat the shit out of you.
You better run the football if that's your receiving crew.
And your linemen better fucking nut up because they will dive at knees. I love Anquan Bolden. One of the favorite teams I've ever watched was the year that the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl. Was that 06? 05?
06. They lost Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden,
Steve Preston.
Steve
Also 1,000 yards, man. They had a little squad there.
It was one of my favorite teams I've ever watched play.
Yeah, I would have been rooting for them really hard. I mean,
If you weren't a Steelers fan, you
yeah,
probably
I
would
mean-
have.
like, and had they played anyone else, like they were the fun team to root for. Like I was rooting for them in the playoffs to win, and then trust me, I was rooting for them to get to the Super Bowl even when Pittsburgh was in because I was like, they are hot right now, which is cool and all, but they're not as talented as some of these other teams in the NFC. The Buccaneers are selecting center Graham Barton.
Top guy.
That's fine. Like I knew he wasn't gonna make it, but I was hoping all 3 centers would slide out of the first round just to make it to where it's like, all right.
Is Barton in the Penn State too? Duke.
So let's see. Do they have Morgan off here yet? Even
No, they don't. Barton's way down here.
Morgan. Okay, so there's two people. Where do they have like Powers Johnson and Frazier ranked on this silly thing? Oh, you can get a center.
Yeah.
Will it tell you overall ranking?
Mm-hmm.
55 for Powers Johnson. We picked 51st. I would be thrilled. What do they have, Frazier?
He's 117.
Yeah.
I think he's actually mid-70s.
What is it? Pasta noodle, Bordellini.
There's who I really want.
What about Zach Frazier? Where's he ranked? 63. See, I would love Frazier or Powers Johnson at 51. And according to ESPN, we should easily get them, but that's not how that works necessarily.
There's the one you want. I'm telling you right now.
Not at 51, though. I'll take him at 84.
I bet you might. He's going to be him.
I love when they pick offensive linemen this far down the line. Because they go Jordan Morgan, and everyone's like this.
Who? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You want Cedric. Mark my words. April 25th, 11:12 p.m. The best center of the 2024 NFL Draft will be Cedric Van Pran Gregor. Mark it. Make a note. Set an alert 3 years from now. That's what it's going to be. Well, maybe not over JPJ. That's all my. I think Graham's going to be a bust. I think
He's
JPJ.
weird because he moved up the chart. Like, he was like a guard, and then all of a sudden they were like, you know what? He could be a center. Or a tackle. See, I said he played 34 games
Yeah,
tackle.
JPJ was projected the #1 center the preseason of last year.
Yeah,
he
and
might
then-
not be the. Otherwise, it's Cedric.
But like randomly, for some reason.
I don't know where he came from.
Yeah, it's just like he moved up so much, and obviously he was the first one taken.
Well, think of how often teams hit and miss. Well, Grant Barton, good for them. Yeah, Kurt Warner, that dude, number 13. I think, right? Kurt Warner for the Rams. Yeah, 13. Speaking of 13, Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears. Yeah, I'm going to take a leak real quick. I'm about to burst.
All my love for you, flowing in the room, hoping that you're gonna catch it when it all falls down. I can't see straight after 8:30. I'm high as the clouds. I don't have much guts, but I'll say this much. I've been thinking about you almost every single day. You brush me off and I push my luck, but that's okay. It's after midnight, we're stumbling under the street lights, afraid to admit that it feels right, but it feels right, and I don't wanna see tomorrow. It's after midnight, we're stumbling under the street lights, afraid to admit that it feels right, but it feels right, and I don't wanna see tomorrow.
Just like I said, that's why he's the dream.
I think, as you talk about it, and they talk about that pre-draft analysis, he comes off like the ultimate pulling center that you would want for any sort of run game, which is something that
Like I said, I love.
Najee, I think.
That's why I wanted him so badly because I was like, it's so.
Oh my God, their
nice.
pick is just now in. We did this and did a whole commercial break.
And they've already announced the other one. 27th pick is an edge rusher out of Missouri.
The one I said I didn't want.
Yeah, that's who the Cardinals took. There's 5 more picks. You think the Bills go wide out?
Well, they kind of have to.
The Buffaloes are trading the 28th overall pick. So I bet they don't. Who are they trading it to? You can't leave me hanging like that. Who's on the clock? Who is going to be on the clock if the Bills
Wait,
are
who'd
trading?
the Cardinals take?
Darius Robinson? The edge
Really?
rusher? You're looking at only centers right now.
Really?
You're like, where is he?
No, I said I didn't. I even said I wouldn't take that player out of Missouri.
Yeah. Who are the Bills trading pick 28 to? The Bears are coming back in, man. They got to take Spencer Rattler.
They're trading Keenan Allen and a 5th round pick, 6th round pick next year to the Bills.
I just hate that I see that the Bills are trading it and I have no idea to who.
Ooh, is it the Ayuk trade?
That would be insane.
Then the 49ers are going to be picking 2 out of the last 5.
That would be interesting if that's why they haven't.
I think it's a bad trade for the Niners because Ayuk has shown he's an elite route runner.
But if you can't pay him, and he's gonna walk. You can get a first for him.
That's true.
Since they have so many other weapons too, it's not like
Right,
it's another
right.
guy where you just have to pay him.
An embarrassment of riches, and it gives them a 5th-year option at the end of the 1st round pick.
Normally, I agree. Like, and normally you just gotta pay that guy. But when you already have Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle, like you're like, I have.
Yeah, but honestly, I would rather trade Debo than Ayuk
Yeah, but you're just not gonna get as much. That's full.
because you already made the payment. Right.
And he's older, and his style that he plays isn't gonna lend itself to
Long term.
longevity. I just see that they traded, but to freaking who?
Yeah, Ayuk's got top 10 potential.
Bruh, who? It's so wild that the trade's been announced by like 4 different people. But no one said to what team even.
I'd be super pissed if I was Kirk or his team. Being that that was their newest press release.
The Chiefs.
They traded with the Chiefs?
Yep. So I'm assuming the Chiefs are just moving up the 4 spots or whatever.
Are the Bills just giving up?
Who are the Chiefs going to take?
The wide
They
receiver.
should take A.D. Mitchell.
Xavier.
No. The Chiefs are selecting Xavier Worthy.
Yeah. Out of Texas.
Yep. They're like, we're getting our new Tyreek Hill.
No, we're getting a replacement for Raji Rice, who's going to be out the whole year.
Right, but I'm saying he ran the
That's it.
fastest 40 time of all time.
They needed something. Yeah, but McCole Hardman's faster than Tyreek, but you know what? He's not Tyreek.
I wonder what the... All right, Chiefs. 3rd and 4th round swap, basically. The Chiefs give their 3rd round pick to move up 4 spots and get a 4th. Lions pick again?
Yeah. Or was that their swap?
They trade up, right? Because surely they don't get a pick again.
I might have mixed something up.
Yeah, it's not them. It's Chiefs and then Cowboys.
Yeah, they swapped.
Cowboys, Ravens, 49ers, Bills. I was gonna say, I was like, oh my gosh! I'm like, the Lions are gonna just be like a super
Who was-
team.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
Can't be mad at. I can't be mad. Oh, that's concerning. All the stuff I'd heard about was that the Bills were trading up somewhere.
Is it they were what?
Trading up somewhere because it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to replace Stephon Diggs. It sounds like they're trying to. Now, if they're moving back, I have to believe that they are doing some sort of a soft reset rather than a whole.
Well, everyone right now is like, why would the Bills let the Chiefs of all teams move up to get who they want? Like, if you want to upset if you want to take over for the Chiefs, if they're set on someone, why would you
You don't
wanna
let
help
them move up and take some. It's true. It's true.
They're the team that's beaten you all the time, and you want to give them whatever it is they think they want. I'm sure they didn't tell them who they wanted on the phone.
And the Cowboys are still picking 29.
Yep, 4 more picks.
I think the Cardinals are going to regret that Darius Robinson pick. What division? The Missouri is the SEC now, right? SEC West or something, the weak ass version of the. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, actually.
So much about the Ayuk trade. It's like
I don't think it's so much for that. I think it's he's going to end up going for a bargain to the team that gives up an early second. Because Ayuk's going to get paid.
Yep.
Because even though he didn't do shit his first year and a half in the league, everybody knew the talent was there, and all of it was disagreements with Shanahan. And it was all over the media. He had ended up on Shanahan's shit list for disagreeing with something during practice, and it happened several times his rookie season. God bless it. Well, this is why you have ad blockers, so I don't click on the 2-second in. Oh, Someone's going to make some sort of reference here. Here are 2 suits from the NFL draft. Which one do you like better? Before reading on, take the time. Because he's been getting blasted for the last 2 months about being Mr. Hollywood. And he's got his... I don't even know what color that is. What do you call that? It's not salmon. Salmon's too pink, as I learned from friends. Oh, nope. He likes the pink one better. Somehow, some way, despite being respectful to, and having a zipper, they're finding a way to shit on Caleb Williams for being the pick.
The Cowboys select Tyler Guyton, tackle. The 29th overall pick.
Who? Out of Oklahoma. What makes him like the 9th best available at this point? Spencer Rattler didn't do shit. Wait, he played for Texas Tech or something, didn't he?
Yeah. That sucks.
Oh, the Chiefs got him through it.
That's nice of them.
So if my team wins, cancer, kidney failure, liver failure, organ failure can't bring me down.
Yeah, 3 more picks in this draft. Baltimore, San Francisco, and Buffalo.
So now, at the end of the first, this is where I think like you're gonna find GMs like, I'm gonna outsmart the room.
And there'll be some trades. There's always more.
Oh wait, who'd
trades
the
at
Cowboys
bottom.
pick?
Tyler Guyton.
Oh, they selected Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a shit ass route running though. That's the only issue. If I don't know who the wide receiver coach is for the Chiefs, but if he can figure out a way to sharpen his cuts, he will be dangerous. Otherwise, a rounded slant and someone who can't deceptively run a fly, you're in trouble. Like you're just John Ross.
That's funny. Someone I follow for fantasy said, I wasn't high on Xavier Worthy until now. Good Lord, what a landing spot. He will be in Dynasty drafted a lot higher now just because the potential now is completely different.
This is why in fantasy you wait until after the pick.
Yeah.
After the
like,
draft.
His potential goes from like, that's a perfect fit.
But then again, Rashee Rice wasn't shit until like week 15.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's fast. Everybody knows he's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just ran by a corner. Good job. You couldn't even stay up. You couldn't even stay up.
No, he's super fast. He really wants to be good. That's a good sign. He wants to be a good player. Most guys don't care.
I want to play football. If you're the number 1 pick, the number 1 wide receiver on the team, you're not going to be running.
He set the record 20th overall, 20th offensive player picked, and then the Cowboys made 21 happen.
Oh, sorry, who'd they pick? Oh, yeah, Tyler Guyton.
There's been 21 out of
And there's only been
29 picks.
Has there been 3
defensive
trades?
players.
3 trades, right?
Yep, nothing really that crazy.
Nothing.
One
Considering they
team
said it
moved
was gonna
down
be-
1, then 2 moved down like 4 picks.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the biggest trade day in NFL history with 10.
Oh, and Ayuk was gonna get traded today, and like all this different stuff. Like no, no
It's,
players have been moved.
yeah, no AJ Brown moves.
Yeah, no players.
Was it so? It was 2 years ago that was the big year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, last year was good though because the Texans moved up big and gave up this to do
the
Will
Chiefs
Anderson.
offense: Mahomes, Pacheco, Marquise Brown, Xavier Worthy, Rushy Weiss, question mark, Travis Kelsey. But man, Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy, that's some speed.
I forgot what they give up for Marquise Brown. He was a free agent, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't do shit with the Cardinals last year. He was supposed to blow out last year.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Well, Kyler didn't really play until the end. That didn't help anything.
That's true. He was
Everyone
real
thought he was
on and off.
because they thought Kyler was going to play, and then, you know.
Probably safe to say the NFC West is one of the biggest unknowns in any division then.
The Ravens are on the clock.
Cowboys like Tyler Guyton. Yep.
It's not fun.
Ooh, Detroit got to be the worst live draft city thus far.
It also's got to
It's a
suck.
ghost town after the Lions pick.
That's Tyler Guyton. He does not look like an offensive lineman. I mean, he's tall, but he's not a big man. Right?
Oh, no, he's got that belly hanging out over the jeans. Oh, he looks way smaller than Lane, though.
He's thin.
I mean, he did 2 pumps, 225. Good for you. What's so good about Tyler Guyton?
He's
Size.
6'7".
322, yeah. That's why he looks so fucking lean, I guess.
Yeah, he's so tall.
You got a touchdown catch.
Love.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely.
So the Ravens pick is in.
Newton.
Ugh, it would be, wouldn't it? It just feels like a Ravens pick. They don't need that, though. Cooper DeJean, maybe?
Nope. They're not going to draft a white guy. They even have a black quarterback. They got to go linebacker because let Patrick Queen walk. Right?
Yeah.
What are the top linebackers available? Edgerrin Cooper at 14th available.
It sucks if you're the Cowboys, though, and you pick a guy who's ranked like 40th at 29. Like, that's never fun. Even though it could hit. They took Nate Wiggins, corner. Fast.
He's fast.
So fast. 4.28.
Yeah, he's the only corner to run a sub 4.3. What do we got for highlights? If he can break on the ball,
He's gonna get some pick sixes in his career.
if he can,
pick, he's gone.
I mean, if he can break like this, read it and break before the
Yeah, touchdown. Well, if you
in
run
general,
straight. Yeah, you're not gonna catch him from behind.
DK'd find a way. That's a good break on the block though.
2 more picks. 49ers and Bills.
Who's available? The Bears trade 2 seconds and a 5th to the San Francisco 49ers.
And then right where you see
Bra-
room gets
for-
really out of control.
For Ayuk and their pick. And they have Ayuk and they're going to
gonna
take Newton.
They're just gonna go 4 wide. Ayuk, Moore, Allen, and
They're gonna set the record to go 6 wide. Ah, that's crazy that Newton's still there. Like DeJean, I feel like I get it. Like he's a white corner. Like that's a huge stigma to break.
Mm-hmm.
But Newton was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. A true 3 technique. What if the Bills trade again and trade out of the first?
They could. The Steelers are going to trade pick 51 and next year's first for 31 and Ayuk. And then take JPJ and just profit.
And have 2 quarterbacks with clean jerseys. Untouched. What's crazy is like you look 24 tackles. Like because of corner in college, if you do your job, like you're just getting nothing. Like no stats is a benefit.
Mm-hmm. 2 career pick sixes.
That's not a lot. But he did have the second fastest overall, 40. He's longer than I thought. I don't know who the safeties are for Baltimore, but if they have good safety coverage that they can afford to let him make those risks, I mean, that's going to be huge in the AFC.
Both the 49ers and Bills have center listed as their needs on ESPN.
You might be fucked.
Yeah, don't like that. I hope they both pass.
He looks like a baby.
He's a baby.
It just makes me feel old. Every year,
Mm-hmm.
I watch him, I was like, I remember
How's he
being
play
younger than...
professional? Why do you get to play professional sports at 11? Why are they letting him do that? Feels unsafe. About 3 minutes.
What do we got? NFL draft. Let's refresh this bad boy.
What time's the NFL draft tomorrow?
I think it's 4. There's
That'd be
2
nice.
rounds.
I know. I'd like if it started earlier. I think it still starts like at 6. We need to shorten the time.
God damn it. It is late.
Friday, what? Oh. 7.
Sheesh.
It's noon. the
But I
last
don't think
day.
they only get 3 minutes.
The last day is at noon.
They're going to cover 4 rounds.
It'll be most of the afternoon. It'll be like 4 or 5 hours.
4 rounds in 8 hours. 1 round in
It's gonna be like 4
4
hours.
hours.
Yeah. The 49ers select Cooper DeJean.
White running back, white cornerback. Makes sense. Fits right
They
in.
need to sign Presley Harvin, the old Steelers punter.
Yeah.
Just reverse all of the norms.
We're set. We're trend setting. Oh,
So Bills
Cool.
time.
touche.
One more.
I
pick.
spelled Dijon wrong, didn't I?
No. You didn't capitalize a J, but other than that, no. Whoa, I just got a second thing. I just got the 49ers are taking Florida wide receiver Ricky Pearsall.
Who?
No, but why did I get two different ones? What? Look. 49ers select keeper from Dov Kleiman, Iri Mirov. So there's conflicting reports now.
You think the Niners are going to reach that far?
But like I said, those are conflicting reports now, so now I don't know what's happening.
Number one corner left or
Fourth receiver.
wait, who'd you say? Oh, 35th overall.
So I don't know now. I don't know who is going to be the person because I've got conflicting reports from two different beat reporters. That's kind of weird, right? It's the first time that's happened all evening. Oh, the guy who originally said Cooper DeJean just switched it to Ricky Pearsall.
Oh yeah, Ari Mirov even said it. Poor Cooper.
Brandon Ayuk replacement? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Maybe. Yeah.
The Bills are trading back again. Yeah, Aaron Mirov already said with the 49ers taking Pearsall. Expect talk to continue to ramp up on a San Francisco look to
It's
trade one
funny.
of their current receivers.
The Bills are in full give up mode.
I feel like pick 32 is always traded. What? Was it a funny reaction by the fans?
Yeah.
The Bills are trading out at number 32. The Panthers are coming in from number 33. The Panthers are moving up one spot.
So they can have a 5th-year option on somebody they want. $6A record. Honestly, if you're the Panthers, what better way to like get rid of the first pick of the second than to go the last pick of the first so you have that control? Okay. Ooh, athlete. Oh, I remember that catch. Got that Claypool catch.
That's going to make it seem even more likely that the other two are going to go. One of the Debo or
Ayuk.
Ayuk is gone. The anti-Claypool, huh?
I don't know. In one play, yes. Claypool has great hands. He just didn't know how to fucking do it.
The Panthers are selecting Xavier Leggett.
Leggett.
So
How peculiar. Out of South Carolina, Leggett.
Well, here's the thing: the wide receivers got really scary, huh? Like that got real thin real quick.
Right? Cooper DeJean, who had, how early is he going to be taken to? Yeah, you're not going in the first round, Whitey. How many wide receivers were taken in the fucking first round?
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8. Once Leggett goes.
Well, no, that I already added Leggett. There's 6 up there. So 6 quarterbacks, 7 receivers in the first round.
Shit. It's an offensive game, I guess. Lakers are done for.
They were up double digits again in this game at one point. No, they're down 6. Yikes. Perfect.
I think the first pick of the second round is the worst ever because that means you probably got first round talent and you only get 4 years of control. It's worth it, that 5th year option, if it pays off. All right, so this is a fucking hella long podcast.
Yeah, way long.
I got to clean out my Mississippi pot roast I made. And Dave's sleeping in the love seat in the great room right now because he's got to sleep and he doesn't like football.
So 18 picks ahead of the Steelers tomorrow, and 2 centers. It can happen.
Shit. I accidentally closed down the wrong thing. That wasn't it that I meant. Still going. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. The Bears don't pick again until 75. We still have needs. We have 2 second rounders next year, one of them being Carolina's, which will likely be an early second round pick. Do you think the Bears should go future or now?
Future.
Hold those 2 for next year?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Do you think the Bears should hold their 2 second rounders until next
I
year?
think you should one of them. I wouldn't trade them both.
Right. I would think the Bears would trade one of them this year, or one of next year's seconds for one this year so they can get somewhere. We still have the need at... Listen, I'm telling you. Cedric, out of Georgia. He's your center. Bears still need a D lineman. Sweat's not going to do it all. I don't know how good Gervon Dexter's going to do, or Zach Pickens out of South Carolina. We got QB. We got wide out. Leggett. Anyway. Zach, I assume, is very happy with his draft thus far.
Johnny Newton didn't get picked in the first round, did he?
Who?
Johnny Newton. He didn't go.
Who is he?
The guy from Illinois.
Oh, the D tackle, the 3 tech? No, he did not.
That's so wild.
That's why I want the Bears to trade up and get. Big 10 Defensive Player of the Year. Monster. True 3 technique. He's going to fuck up some O-linemen. He is. Newton was the projected Bears fall back to 16 range in draft, and he's still there. So that's why I think the Bears are going to give up some capital to get him. Because in the Tampa 2 defense, you need front coverage and pressure. So I think the Bears will find a way to trade themselves into the early second round tomorrow. I can't complain. I mean, we had picks 1 and 9, and we're sitting pretty. How are you?
I can't complain.
All right.
When the guy I wanted basically fell.
The guy you wanted to trade up and get was there when you got him, so you're happy. All right. We'll be back.
Yep.
Another time, another day. Been real, been fun. Thanks for going on a golf cart ride with me and Jackson.
No problem. Alrighty.
See you guys next week. It'll be, I think, One Hit Wonders of the 90s, I think, is the one that we still got to do.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah.
I love you. Bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck.